crafting on the go kit, and I thought I would share what I'm going to put in there with you all. We are going off on a cruise, and I know that I am not going to be wanting to spend every moment at the quiz shows and, you know, whatever else is going on. Even though that it's a Disney cruise, I know that I'm probably going to have some downtime and be looking for something to do. Many of my Simon Says Stamp card kits have stayed pretty much in their bags, and I haven't touched them. So I think this is a time that I should just take them and work on them and make some cards. So I'm going to go through the bags that are in here, and I'm going to see which ones I want to take, and I'm going to add a few extra things, and I will give you some pointers along the way of useful things to take when you are on the go. Okay, so first off, my July one, I have sort of cut some card fronts for this already and put together my cards. I haven't really glued anything, so I'm just going to take this kit as is. If you want to see what's in it, there is a video on my YouTube channel that will show you that. So this one is going in as is. Let's see what else we have in here. I don't think I touched June's kit at all. It's got some pretty fun and bright papers. I started to try and put a card together and it didn't get very far. So, oh, and I did some watercolor. There you go. So I am going to take this one as is as well. And I believe May's is in about the same state. This one had incredibly cute tartan or plaid papers. Aren't they just adorable? I don't know why I didn't make any cards with them. So let's just check that the stamp set is still in here. I don't feel it. I've got a glue stick, cardstock, pattern paper. Alright, I better find the stamp set that goes with this. Oh, and some sequins. Look at that. I think it was this one. And I think probably 4 kits, because they're so full, will be enough. Let's take a look at this one. Ah, I did make some cards with this one, so this might not be such a full kit. But there's still lots of fun things in here. I'm not going to take the embossing powder because I'm not going to take my heat gun. And that was the stamp set that went with that one. March was an Easter one. So I don't know if I'll take that one. Let's look at January. Valentine's Day. Now, this is a Christmas one, obviously. That's my December one. But I do have a Christmas craft fair coming up, so I think I will take this. I'm not going to take the Versamark, though, or the embossing powder. Okay, in the bottom of my bin was this bag, which had a few kits. I'm not sure which months they were from. They might have been from last summer. One of them has its sheet here. There is no month on here. So, but there's quite a few fun things in here. So I'm going to take this kit. I took out the gesso and the stencil. I'm not going to use that and get all messy, but I do have a gold ink pad there. And let's see if I can find the stamp sets that went with that one. I think there was 2 months. I think it was this one. It's called I See You. And this one is called Birthday Bits. So I will put those in there. I like to have the coordinating stamp sets just because the papers and the extras are chosen to match these exactly. One other thing in here that I want to remove is this, which is a little die that says hello. And since I won't have my die cutting machine with me, I'll just leave that here. So I've got quite a bit to work with already. And I'm going to take the December kit along with the stamp set. And the April, May, I've got quite a few. That's a lot. That's more than 4. So we'll just go with it. Pretend that's what I said I was going to take. So there's a lot of papers in here and stamps. What I need though are some blocks. So I'm going to take 3 different sizes of blocks, and yes, I know my blocks are filthy, but that just means they're well used. So I've got one that is a good size for sentiments and maybe some narrow stamps. One that's a good size for the small little detail stamps. And one that is a good size for those larger ones. Anything bigger than that, I'll just have to wait till I get home. So I've got 3 acrylic blocks. I also want to make sure I have some stays-on options. So I'm going to take black and brown. Those are my 2 favorite stays-on ink pads. Of course, I need adhesive. So I'm going to take some double-sided tape and some glue dots. There's not too many left in that, so I might just have to grab a new one. Let's try that. You know what, I'll just take the new package. And I want to take some dimensional adhesive. And I will take a couple of my favorite tape runners. The other thing that I'm going to take, because I do like to put ink around my edges, this is my basic gray ink pad and my filthy dirty Ranger Distress ink blending tool thingy. So I'm going to take those. Now this is a fairly dry ink pad, so I won't be doing any stamping with this. That does limit my stamping basically to black or brown. And I have that 1 gold stamp pad. Oh, and the kit that I got this month has 4 little stamp cubes in it. So, but I think we can just make do with that. If I feel like I want to do something else, then I will just make a note, and I'll do that when I get home. The other thing I'm going to need is a bone folder, a pair of scissors, and my paper trimmer, which doesn't fit, so I'll put this on top of my case in my suitcase. Other tools that I like to use. I like to use glossy accents, so I'm going to grab that. That might be good for some of the sequins. I can also use this, but you know, sometimes you just like to have glossy accents. Now, one of the kits had some embroidery thread in brown, so I'm going to take my needle case. That will also help me with my glossy accents because the top tends to stick. You know what? I think I'm gonna go as bare minimum as I can, and I'm just gonna take all that. And then if I find I need something, like I say, I'll just make a little note, which reminds me, I'll put in some sticky notes. That way I can write a little note, stick it to the card I'm working on, and then when I get home I can finish it. Okay, So we've got some card kits, we got basic tools, scissors, bone folder, adhesives, inks, and my paper trimmer. And I'm good to go. I will let you know after I get back how it went, how many cards I got done. I will show them to you. So wish me luck. All right, and have a great week. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.